Well, we're finally here. We're finally here. Hello, guys. Welcome to FPL Mate. My name is Dan, and yeah, Euro Fantasy. Euro Fantasy is almost here, guys. 2 hours and 16 minutes, 15 minutes until it finally kicks off, guys. I am so excited. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I love Euro Fantasy, man. Honestly, I think this may be my favorite Euros game mode. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this is the one. I was thinking earlier, I think I genuinely prefer it to FPL. Like, genuinely. I always have such a great time, great fun playing, and I'm excited to get stuck back in again. The last one was, of course, 3 years ago. That was a great time. Lots of you guys joined in the fun that time, and we're going to go again. We're going to go again, and hopefully we'll be looking to get more top 10k finishes, finishing top 10k. Last Euro Fantasy, I think, was around 6,000th last Euro Fantasy in the world, out of, I think, around 4 million players, which was pretty good. So hopefully we can try and repeat the feat. World Cup Fantasy was pretty good as well. I think I was around 7,000th in the world for that. I wasn't so good, though, World Cup Fantasy. Not so good. You know, I prefer Euro Fantasy. I do. But hello, guys. Hope you are all here. Sorry we're a bit late today. I realise usually around here, everywhere, you will see usually some slightly different colours. The fixtures here would be Premier League fixtures. So last minute panic trying to put together some graphics that were more Euro themed, I suppose. But we got there in the end. We are here now. I'm so glad about that, and thankfully we do have a couple of hours still until deadline, so there's no major rush, there's no major panic just yet. But we'll take you guys through to at least until the official lineups come out, because of course in Euro Fantasy we have this great advantage for the match day. The first game, we will get the fixtures. We'll get the lineups. We'll know the lineups for Germany and for Scotland. They'll release them, and then after the official lineups are released, the deadline is not until an hour later. So we will have plenty of time to adjust anything. If there's any surprises in the Germany or Scotland lineups, then we can react to that. Of course, we'll be going through any other news that we find around the world, around Europe, I suppose, over the next couple of hours, which is going to be good. So, yeah, let's see what happens. I think a few people are counting on middle stat. Dread FPL in the chat is looking for middle stat for captaincy as well. Brother, I'm with you. Brother, I'm with you. Overtino is here in the chat as well. Jeremy Baker, what's up, guys? Any other members in the chat? Any other members, like, coming back from Fantasy Premier League now for Euro Fantasy? Of course, guys, if you want to join in as a member, you don't really get much. You get your name is highlighted in the chat, so it's easier for me to read your comments if you're a member. You get custom emojis as well. I'm going to give you guys a shout out as well. But yeah, we're going to introduce some more member benefits for the new season. But right now, just warning you, you don't get too much. But we have got some members. West Bromwich Albion, Durag, what's up? What's up? What's up? We've got Jeremy here as well, of course, as a moderator. Overtino, moderator as well. Here for FPL is a member. I think we've got a couple of super chats, actually. Should we get stuck in with the super chats straight away? And then we'll have a look at my team? Because we've got a couple to have a look at first. Let's do that. Let's do that indeed. So, there's actually a few super chats here. Let's have a look. Okay, so here for FPL with a super chat here says, help me. Option number 1, Ronaldo, Rodri, Shaqiri, and Pence. Or option number 2, Kane, Rodri. Oh, Rodri's in both. So it's basically Ronaldo, Shaqiri, and Pence. Or Kane, Jorginho, and Lunin. Not gonna lie, I think I prefer the first option. Ronaldo, Shaqiri, and Pence. Because I think Shaqiri is a big upgrade on Jorginho. And Pence I actually don't mind. No, Pence is actually reasonably nailed on, unlike Lunin. So I think that's going to be pretty helpful there. So that's probably what I would recommend there. Freddie Barnes James says Ronaldo, Sudakov, Stanek, or Mbappe, Jorginho, Lunin. I think, again, it depends on how confident you are about Mbappe starting. Because, like, obviously, guys, I don't know if you have seen, but there has been a situation where, well, Mbappe maybe carrying a small injury, has been ill, Is he going to be available to face Austria in 3 days' time? The fixture is on Monday for Spain. So, yeah, there is I think there is a potential opportunity here to bet against Mbappe. You're going to have to be pretty brave to do so, because if Mbappe is available and he does play, he might not be at 100%, but we know the ability that he has as a player. You know, he's going to be, the best player at the tournament most likely. If he plays against Austria might be cooked and Mbappe might actually go off. So you have to be brave to bet against him. So for that reason, Mbappe, Jorginho, Lunin is definitely the safer combo of players there for you, Freddie. I've got another super chat from Sahil says, FPL Olympian gave an update. Anything to add? An update regarding what? Maybe we'll have a look on Twitter. We'll have a look at Twitter news. But yeah, Sahil, thank you. We'll have a look at what Olympian has put on Twitter, see what he's got. We do trust FPL Olympian, good source of news. Alf PL, yes, Dan, happy Euros to you, sir. Happy Euros to you as well, Alf. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're excited. J Pop says, is Klaus too risky? I've no D playing after him. Yeah, he is risky. Klaus is probably not going to play. Probably going to be Koundé at right back. Klaus is probably, not the one for you, unfortunately. Mohammed says, what's your thoughts on Kante? Could be a gem. Don't think so. Don't think he's going to get too much game time, to be perfectly honest. I think that midfield for France is probably going to be Rabiot there, alongside, well, it could be a variety of players. Zaire Emery? Zaire Emery? I think that's how you say his name. He's got a good chance of playing, I think, as well. So I don't think Kante's going to get many minutes, to be honest. So I would not be going for him. No attacking threat. Could get some ball recovery points, but that's about it. Unlikely to get man of the match, either playing in a team with Mbappe. So I don't think I like the look of Kante. So yes, Kante and Klaus, people going for France assets, I hear, but not really too keen on them. So we're up to date on some of the super chats. I think we go ahead and, so we have a look at my team. Because we made some updates. We have genuinely made some updates. And I'm super curious to get your thoughts. Some thoughts on it. So let's see. Paolo, Block City, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel as well. Do appreciate that, my friends. Right. We need to throw this on screen. Is that going to be good for on screen? Can we maybe narrow this a little bit just so you guys got everything? Yeah, the issue is, make it too narrow, you can't see everything. Right, that'll do. You guys can see this okay? Yes, you can. Right, this is where I'm at. There has been a few changes to my team. And let me take you through them. Alan is here as a member as well, which is wicked to see. Thank you very much. Let me show you what I got. So let's just go through my team as if it's brand new. So in goal, I'm going to put the dates on screen as well because that's super important. In goal, we're going to start off with Pence against France. He is, in my opinion, in the top 2 4 million goalkeepers alongside Stanek. I like Stanek and I like Pence. The other 4 million goalkeepers I'm not keen on because of rotation risk. Pence, of course, does play France in the opening fixture. That we're not expecting too much, but I think going for a risky goalkeeper first is a good idea, because if you do somehow get a clean sheet, and clean sheet odds on Austria against France are looking at around 10%. It's 10% chance. That's not too bad. We take those. It's not enormous, of course. But if that does come off, that 1 in 10 chance comes off, and, Pence is probably going to get some save points there, could even get man of the match points. That could be a big score. It's unlikely, but it could be a big score. So that's why I'm putting my risky goalkeeper first. And then we have Costa to fall back on. In all likeliness, I am going to be going ahead with Costa in goal. Now, I do have the money to upgrade Pence. I have 0.5 in the bank, but I would rather save that to make an upgrade in match day 2 from DeMarco to Guardiola. Guardiola playing Spain in the opening fixture. Spain, come on. And, of course, in the second fixture, we will have Croatia playing Albania, which is going to be nice. And kind of swapping fixtures, those two players, pretty much. So, yes, want that 0.5 to make the upgrade. I'm not expecting too much from Pence, but if I can get 5 points from him somehow, then I think that'll be enough for me to stick on him. If not, we've got that very safe Costa for Portugal. Portugal facing up against the Czech Republic, Czechia. on the final day of match day 1. So, next up, we have got our defenders. Mittelstadt is going to be my captain. I like the upside of the, if he keeps a clean sheet against Scotland, and the odds are suggesting that Germany versus Scotland is up there with Italy versus Albania for those clean sheets potential, the clean sheet odds. But we do know Mittelstadt has a lot of attacking threat as well. He scored in a friendly not so long ago, and he is the most creative player in that Germany team from the most recent friendlies as well. So we've been really, really impressed with him. It could be that if he gets a clean sheet and one attacking return, be that an assist or a goal, maybe gets some interception, tackle points, maybe gets man of the match as well, then you're going to be looking at a huge score. Now, I don't think that's super likely, but I like the high potential for points that he has, and that's all about the strategy that I'm kind of going with for my team and my captain switching. I want the players with super high potential for points playing first, and then the safer options later down the line. So we put ourselves in the position to get lucky. You are going to have to get lucky to get points from Mittelstadt and Pence, but without putting yourself in the position to get lucky, then you have no chance at all. So that's what we're going for there. DeMarco, very obvious pick. Vidmar, I think, is an interesting one. He is stuck around from my previous draft as well. Like the look of that fixture for Switzerland against Hungary. About 35% chance of a clean sheet according to the odds. And Vidmar, also a player who scored in a recent friendly as well. He plays very advanced as a right wing back, arguably a right midfielder, really. And we know that Switzerland are a scrappy defense. They can, get those clean sheets no matter how they do it. So I am expecting that he has, again, potential to go big. Of course, we've got those Safer, De Kuiper, and Face on the bench, the Belgium defenders, who I think we're all expecting a little bit better for. Moving into the midfield positions there, we've got Saka, pretty obvious template pick. We've got Florian Wirtz in now, who I've been able to afford by making a downgrade in the forward position. Previously, Rodri was in there. I'm not going to lie, I've gone off Rodri a little bit. I think if you want to get points from Rodri, you really are going to need a penalty. Otherwise, Rodri is, yes, he's probably going to get some ball recovery points, but you're looking at maybe 4 or 5 points for Rodri. And I'm not sure if that's enough. I want to go bigger. Now, if you want to win this game, you want to go to the very highest ranks, you need to go for those players with a much higher upside. And I think Rodri does have potential, but I would be counting so much on penalties. And we do have some other penalty takers in here as well. Szoboszlai and Shaqiri, they're going nowhere. A lot of people have commented they don't like Shaqiri. He's not going to play the full 90 minutes. Of course, we've seen comments about Shaqiri maybe not being quite at fitness levels to play 90 minutes twice per week, which is completely understandable. But I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Who are you expecting to play 90 minutes every game? I see a lot of people with Gundogan, Wirtz in their team. These are not players who are going to play 90 minutes either. We've seen consistently throughout the friendlies that players like Wirtz, Musiala, Gundogan, they're substituted off reasonably around halfway through the second half anyway. So it's really a case of it's a case of understanding that not every player is going to play 90 minutes, but it's about what they can do in the minutes that they are on the pitch. And a player like Shaqiri on penalties, free kicks, corners, everything, as well as playing in a very advanced position, kind of as a second striker, really, sometimes as an actual striker as well. And that's going to be really, really useful to have that midfield player who's actually playing so advanced and with all those set pieces as well. And Hungary as a defence aren't particularly amazing. They are a team that do concede goals. And there is going to be opportunities for the likes of Shaqiri and Vidmar to get some attacking returns in there. So that is why they're in the team. I understand if a lot of people are hesitant about these kind of picks. And if you are hesitant, then you don't have to go for them. That's fine. People are going to want to play Euro Fantasy in different ways. Some people are going to be more bold and brash. Some people are going to be a little bit more conservative with the way they play. And that's going to depend on what you're playing for, what your rank aims are. If you are competing in mini leagues, you might feel that you don't need to go as risky. If the other people in your mini leagues you feel are less experienced players, you might not have to go to high risk, high reward in order to get the results that you want from Euro Fantasy. But if you want to reach the very top ranks, you've got to do this kind of thing. And it all comes down to picking risky players towards the beginning of the match day and substituting the safer players on later in the match day as well. In the forward positions, we've got Lukaku, who I think is nailed on in my team. He's not going anywhere. He's been in my team since the first draft. He's going absolutely nowhere. We've got Mbappe for now. I could switch Mbappe to Kane. It's going to be one or the other. Not sure. I am worried, a little bit worried about not owning Kane, but I would be equally worried about not owning Mbappe or Lukaku or Ronaldo. You can't have them all at the end of the day. It's annoying. You only get 3 forward slots. Like, wouldn't it be great if you could have a 4th forward slot? Like a wild card slot in your team. That would be useful, but unfortunately, that is not something we can do. So, yeah, we've got Mbappe at the moment. I probably could be convinced to switch him to Kane, but it's not something I'm likely to do. And finally, in the forward position, we have got Cristiano Ronaldo. Suey. Yeah, really impressed with him in the friendly against Ireland. Not just the goals that he scored, but the fact that he was the main man by a mile. The ball, all of his teammates were constantly trying to pass to him. He was shooting on sight. He was actually creating a little bit for his teammates. He was running the game, which is not something I necessarily maybe associate with Ronaldo. By the way, yeah, Ronaldo should be on my bench. I haven't, finished kind of messing around. I've just been messing around with transfers this morning, so I haven't actually, this afternoon, so I haven't actually put everything quite in order yet, but yeah, Ronaldo will be dropping to my bench and probably going to put Face on and leave De Kuiper on the bench because I think he's a little more risky for minutes than Face, who I think is a lock in that Belgium team, most likely. Even though I would prefer De Kuiper. Maybe I should do it the other way around. Maybe I'll put De Kuiper on. And then I could always sub him off for Face. If we get the news that he's not starting. Don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's going to be Ronaldo on the bench. But he is in my team. Fernandes on the bench for the same reason as Ronaldo will be going to my bench. He plays on the last day of the match day. We tripled up on Portugal. I really like the look of this Portugal team. I really do. I think they're going to cook. I really think they're going to cook this tournament. Yeah, like dark horses for the whole thing. I think they could be pretty nice. So yeah, let's switch out Ronaldo now onto my bench. We'll put on De Kuiper or Face. De Kuiper or Face. Face is safer. De Kuiper is more interesting. I guess we'll put De Kuiper on. And then we'll switch you two around just so you're in the right order. So I remember the order in which I need to bring players on. More than likely, we'll be using our substitutes, though, because of the high-risk, high-reward players, which I'm very excited about. Very excited about. So this will be my team. But aside from any last-minute changes, which I think is most likely to be Mbappe to Kane. The other player I'm not 100% convinced on is Saka. I'm not really sure where else to go there. Can I go for Foden or Bellingham? I want to have some kind of England attacker. I do. Because I'm pretty light on England, to be fair. Only one England player. I think most people have 2 or 3 England players, but you know, particularly I'm not going to be using any chips until match day 3, so it's kind of like I'd have to be owning England players for Serbia, who do have some decent attackers, and then against Denmark, which is the hardest game of the group. In my limitless chip in match day 3, I'm gonna be tripling up on England for sure, but. Yeah, for the first game, for the first match day, not so sure. But yeah, I would like triple England against Slovenia, match day 3. But match day 1 and 2, it would be nice to have them. Again, can't have them all. You can't have them all. So, yeah. We'll see. Right, we have got another super chat from Sohail, who if I remember correctly, asked me to look at FPL Olympians tweets as well. So we'll have a look at that. Sohail says, actually, I wonder how many people are here. There's 2,000 people here. What? Yeah, I just wanted to quickly check how many people are here. That's insane. Almost 2,000 people here. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you do drop a like if you haven't done already. And do subscribe as well. We're shooting for 200,000 subscribers by the Euros final. I think we can do it. We're only 200 subscribers off 199,000. So there's a small chance we could do that tonight. Let's see. Anyway, Sahil with a super chat has said Rodri, Trent, or Olmo, Gehi. I'm not really massively keen on Olmo or Gehi, really. I guess Rodri and Trent. I think Rodri and Trent. We'll say that, Sahil. And we'll check this. We'll check this. Yeah. So this is my league code, by the way. Another thing. If you want to join the league code is there. Take a screenshot quickly because it's coming off the screen now. So, all right. What am I looking at here? Is this the tweet you wanted me to look at? That Austria have only lost one of their last 16 games? Yeah, but I know all this information. This is why I've got Vidmer in my team. They're a solid, scrappy defense, particularly in the friendlies recently. I think they've only conceded 3 goals in 5 friendlies. Let's have a look. This is what I usually just go on Transfermarkt at the moment for this kind of thing. So we can have a look at Vidmer of late, and you can see. Yeah, friendlies here. Austria is oh wait, no, that's he's talking about Austria. I'm talking about Switzerland. I'm getting mixed up now. No, I need to go on Pence. So guys, you know what? I don't know why. I sometimes get mixed up between Austria and Switzerland. I think one reason is because their flags are the same colours, and 2, they're 2 countries that speak a whole bunch of languages all in one country. They both speak German. They both speak. Well, Austria speaks Italian. They both speak French. I don't know. Maybe my geography is not as good as I thought I do. I know in Belgium they speak some different languages as well. Switzerland is. There's a lot of countries in Europe. They just choose a language. Choose one. Come on, you can't be greedy. Hogging all the languages. Anyway, this is Pence and this is Austria. So. Austria, we have got 1 goal conceded against Switzerland, 1 against Serbia, 1 against Turkey, and clean sheets against Slovakia and Germany. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I did only concede 1 goal against Belgium a year ago as well, which is not too bad again. 2-0 against Italy. That was a couple of years ago now, to be fair, though. It's, Austria only speaks German? Well then, I've made a fool of myself. Switzerland and Belgium, though, there's no excuses there. Wait, now someone's saying Austria has German, Italian, and a Swiss-German dialect. It's wild. I agree, it's wild. It is wild. And maybe, oh, there you go. There you go. They speak Italian. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. All right. Okay. Anyway, back to what we're looking at. Yeah, we can see that we've got. It's a pretty decent. It's a pretty decent record. It's a pretty decent record for Austria. We don't mind that. We don't mind that at all. And as such, Pence. I really don't mind Pence as a 4 million goalkeeper pick. I don't want to say I prefer him to Lunin. But they're not too far away. They're not too far away. Right. We need to do something. FPL Giant for some reason is deleting messages. Don't know why. FPL Giant, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to remove you as moderator. You're never here anyway, and now you're here and you're deleting people's messages. Don't know what's going on there. Sorry about that, my friend. Well, a spot has opened up for moderator on the channel at least, which is good. The big debate seems to be whether Austrians do speak Italian or not. Alright, okay, is this worth a Google? Do they speak Italian in Austria? We're gonna get. Italian is used in administration and official documents in the Vatican City. What? Okay, Italian is the first language in Montenegro, the second language in Austria. Oh my word. Well, Turns out I was right. I was right all along. You thought I would make a fool of myself today. Not today. Not today, sirs. The Austrians speak Italian. Some of them, anyway. Greedy. Anyway, we've got a couple of member questions. So let's have a look and see what the members are saying. We've got Olivia. Olivia, where are you from? Because you sound like you could be from a European nation, judging by your name. You got any tips for us? Is he guaranteed to play though? If he was on the bench in the last friendly, I think he is. I don't want to say guaranteed to play. I don't think any player is guaranteed to play. In the last friendly, it was Lindner. But as far as I'm aware, Pence is the goalkeeper that is recognised as the best goalkeeper. Other than I can't remember his name. The other guy who is injured, unavailable at the moment. But since that injury, Pence is recognised as like the best goalkeeper in Austria at the moment, and he's recognised as a genuinely very good goalkeeper. So he is he's expected to play. He's predicted to play by all of the Austrian fans that I have seen. Oh, Olivia's from Poland. Well, maybe you can come up with some Poland tips for us. There you go. WBA Durag is saying French is considered a second language in the UK. No, it's not. Right. United Kingdom official languages. French is not an official language. Here we go. English, Welsh, Gaelic, and Scots. There we go. French in the English language. I mean, to be fair, the English language has a lot of French influence, but we're going off topic a little bit here. But yeah, there's a lot of French in the English language. That goes back to 1066 when the Normans from Normandy, North France, came over. William the Conqueror came across and conquered the English, and the Anglo-Saxons were conquered and had their aristocratic French words all in there. All mixed in, jumbled in with the English. Right, FPL Olympian's second recent post. Loads of flags, mate. Well, this one with all the flags. Or is this like all like some team news? So Italy are expected to change to a 4-2-3-1 for matchday 1. Yes, yeah, guys. Yeah, these are the kind of things I should be telling you rather than just researching for myself. So yes, there has been a few publications, Italian media publications, that are, by the way, no one can agree on who is going to be playing in the central areas of the Italian midfield, other than Jorginho is pretty likely. Outside of that, it's pretty difficult to decide who's going to be playing in the midfield for Italy. So it might be worth avoiding. But, yes, predicted a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is going to mean that Cambiasso, I know some people are keen on Cambiasso as a pick. 4 million defender. We've got Owen in the chat saying, what's your thoughts on Cambiasso? If Italy play with a flat back four, Cambiasso is probably not going to play. He'll play if there's a right wing back position available, in which case Di Lorenzo will tuck in as the right centre back and Cambiasso will play as the right wing back. So yeah, if Italy were to play with a flat back four, it would be DiMarco left, Di Lorenzo on the right. Centre back's a little bit more difficult to predict, but Bastoni and someone else. Probably don't want to go for that someone else for Euro Fantasy, given the risk involved there. So there we go. Over Tino in the chat, by the way, speaking of Italy, asking about Fratesi. Yeah, again, I've just seen like different opinions. I've seen a lot of different opinions on who will start in the Italy midfield, and it doesn't always include Fratesi. So you could take a risk there. You could take a risk. But is he even really a player who's known for getting a lot of attacking returns? Didn't he got some attacking returns in recent friendlies, right? But how much history does he have? Let's see. Because I did look him up the other day. Okay, yeah, so he scored against Bosnia. And he did score a couple of goals in the qualifiers and Nations League as well. So it's not bad. It's not bad. But last 7 games, 1 goal. If you want to be picky with your stats. And also you can see here a couple of occasions where he has been on the bench. Bench against North Macedonia, Ecuador, Turkey. You could argue that those are the easier fixtures and maybe he plays in the harder fixtures. Definitely arguments to be said there. He's a risk. For sure he's a risk. Albania's a nice fixture though. And if he does play in that attacking midfield position, then it could work out. He was playing kind of behind the striker with Chiesa in the last friendly. I want to find an example of a friendly with Italy playing with a back 4. So yeah, if they play with a back 4 like this, then it will be Pellegrini or Fratesi in that position. It'll be one or the other. I don't know for sure. Difficult for me to say. In terms of my opinions on Frimpong, if you're using a chip in Matchday 2, where the Netherlands play France, then I think it's okay to go for Netherlands defenders. If you're not using any chips in Matchday 2, is it worth it? The risk of Frimpong versus Dumfries playing versus Simmons playing as well, depending on what position we're talking about. Yeah, there's some risk there. There's definitely some risk there. But if you're planning on using a chip in Matchday 2 and 3 anyway, there's a good reason to just take that risk for one match day only. One difficulty, I guess, is that... So to be fair, Netherlands play on Sunday. And we get early team news for them as well. Yeah, maybe. I'm not doing it personally, but maybe. AZ says, legend. I missed you. Thank you very much for the €10 super chat, by the way, AZ. Very much appreciated. And it's not, Euro currency super chats for the Euros. Legend. Thank you, man. Legend, missed you. I only play FPL. Just wanted to say, A, you're a legend. AZ, you're a legend. You're a legend. And B, like and subscribe, boys. I also hope England can tie my beautiful country of Greece in the Euro wins. Well, I think Greece have got a Euro win under their belt. Hopefully England can reach the levels of Greece, which is not something I thought I'd be saying on this stream. But yeah, maybe one day England can be as good as Greece in terms of Euros victories, because right now we're literally not. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Definitely gonna be hoping there. Paolo says no, Dan will be both Fratesi and Pellegrini that start. Okay, who's starting in midfield next to Jorginho? Would it be Pellegrini playing deeper? Will it be Fratesi playing deeper? What of the other? Fagioli is injured now, right? So he can't play. Could it be that he plays a little deeper? Because who's the more attacking player out of Pellegrini? And you got Cristante there as well, to be fair, who could play defensive midfield. But one of Pellegrini or Fratesi would have to play slightly deeper, right? Paolo, let me know what you think, man. It seems Paolo's an Italian name. Are you an Italian guy, Paolo? Help us out here. One of the great things about the Euros is we learn so much as we go along. No one is Barella. Oh, Barella, of course. Barella or Cristante. Okay, so how can both Pellegrini and Fratesi start? Is one of them playing on the wing? I don't really see where they would all play. I'm a little confused here. But yeah, I was going to say, the Euro fantasy is definitely a learning thing every time. No one can be expected to know everything about every nation in the Euros. So as we go towards the deadline, we pick up more and more information. We share more information with each other as we go through. And it becomes a bit of a community effort, which I really do appreciate. Chica says, why DeMarco, not Lorenzo? Lorenzo plays deeper than DeMarco, and DeMarco is also on set pieces where Di Lorenzo is not. So, those are the reasons. Pellegrini on the right, is there a history of that? Not that I don't trust you, but it wasn't something I was aware of. I thought it was a central player. Okay, it seems that recent games he has played through the middle. Played left wing against England. So he played left wing a little while ago, a couple of years ago as well. But he is primarily a central player, isn't he? It's going to be Chiesa on the left, isn't it? I can't really see too much of him playing on the right of midfield. Is that super likely? I don't know. I don't want to disrespect an Italian on their Italian ball knowledge, but I'm not fully convinced by that one, I have to say. Anyway, going through this because we've got more stuff here. Coach mentioned Shaqiri cannot play back-to-back 90s in 4 days. That's absolutely fine by me. If you play 60-60, that's good. If he plays 90 the first game and we feel like we need to make a transfer, then we will. Again, there's going to be loads of players who will not be playing back-to-back 90s. Certainly very few players that will play 90s for all 3 games during the group stages. Pedri will play a very advanced role near the goals. Nacho is expected to fill in for Laporta. Yeah, nice. For Denmark, the wing-backs are rotation risk. Mæhle, Christensen and Bar. Agree with that one. Strongly expect Trent to play in midfield, at least for Matchday 2. Again, I agree with that. If you are worried about Matchday 2, though, you know, if you're playing a chip in Matchday 2, then Trent could be fine to own for Matchday 1. But yeah, Trent is definitely a player that comes with some risk. You could potentially bring in Trent for Matchday 1. And if you don't want to have him in Matchday 2, maybe make a straight swap to Guardiola. Mbappe is expected to be fine. Teo left training on Wednesday with a muscular injury. Yeah, I mean, I'm not massively worried about Mbappe. I know some people are concerned. I'm more concerned about Teo Hernandez, who I probably would look to replace at this point if you have him in your team. Probably. You don't have to, but I would probably look to do that. Frimpong, Simmons competing at right wing. Yes. Dumfries, Gertruda competing at right back. Yeah, so like I was kind of saying earlier, Frimpong and Dumfries and players like that, they are at rotation risk. And I wouldn't go for them if you're not using a chip in Matchday 2 because it's just going to be too risky. Anyway. We've got Lewandowski is out for Matchday 1. Yes, I want to put the 11 because Lewandowski is out for Matchday 1. This is confirmed. So let's put that in the ticker at the bottom. So you guys can see. Lewandowski ruled out of Matchday 1. Let's put that there. So that can keep flashing on screen. Because I think that does matter. For Netherlands, if you are going for Netherlands defenders, like Van Dijk is the safe Netherlands defender to go for, or if you've got Verbruggen in goal, that is important information. Really important information. De Kuyper and Face expected to start at least Matchday 1. Yep, absolutely. Lunin confirmed as first choice goalkeeper. When did that happen? That one I did miss. Okay, I'm gonna need a source on that bad boy. Let's see. I don't know where we have the source. If anyone knows where to find a source on that one, I would like to see it. Because I didn't know it was confirmed. Guys, let me know. Let me know if you have anything on that one. So I don't want to confirm that one until I see the source. Because I haven't seen a source on that one. The other ones I've seen sources for everything, so I agree. Cancelo, Dallo, Mendes will all rotate in the full pack positions. Yep, absolutely agree with that one, which is why I'm going for goalkeeper instead. Do prefer the goalkeeper. A little bit safer. And you get him for a good price. 4 million. First choice goalkeeper still unknown for Turkey. Yeah, I know. This is a difficult one. Because I know some people wanted Bayindir as their goalkeeper. It's too risky. Gula has likely earned a spot in the first 11. It do be facts. It do be facts. So yeah, there you go. There you go. That is the news as we know it. Yeah, good roundup there. To be fair, well done, Olympian. Olympian's decent, man. I do like his stuff. I do enjoy what he has for us. I'm gonna put a Euro Fantasy. I do want to try and see if we can find any more information. What do we think on Mbappe, guys? Are we thinking to stick with him at this point? I think he's probably the guy for the job at this point. Can't really see myself moving him out. I mean, I think for me, I think Lukaku for the forward slots is a lock. Let's build a team on screen. Yeah, let's have some fun with this. So, because I wanna hold on 1 second, guys. Actually, should I log in on? Okay, so we've switched the view here, and I'm building a team. We're building a team. Well, because yeah, a lot of you guys still asking me, who should I pick for my team? So I'm just going to give you the safest possible team, because as those of you guys who've been following for a while know, although I'm happy to share some of my thoughts on players, some differential players, I would never, ever actively recommend picking some of the players that I pick. I can recommend them for myself. I can't recommend them for you guys because it's too risky a lot of the time. So I'm going to show you a super safe team that I would recommend to others, and this is going to be the you guys watch the, I don't know if you guys watched the team I dropped, the video I dropped this morning. It's basically just going to be that team. Because I'm going to make one change to it, though. I'm going to make one change to it. Actually, I'm going to make a couple of changes to it. I want to build a good team, right? I want to make sure it is a good team. And there was a couple of holes, I think, in the team. So Gay and who are the other defenders? Oh, it's Face and Mittelstadt, right? I don't think Gay was in the original team, but I'm going to put him in instead of Theo Hernandez. And that's actually going to allow us to upgrade on Costa. I would arguably maybe take out Cancelo as well. I'm not fully convinced by him. There's going to be a team that I'm going to recommend to you guys. But we'll go Costa and Lunin and Costa on Matchday 2, 21st. Matchday 2, 21st. Matchday 2, 22nd. Matchday 1, 18th. Matchday 1, 17th. Okay, that's good. So that's a good goalkeeper pairing. That's a good goalkeeper pairing. I like that. So that leaves us with how much money for the final player? 6.5. We can go crazy up in here. We can go for a big boy. We can go for a big dog. Double England defence. Maybe Van Dijk. Possibly Van Dijk could do the job. It'd be like switching Verbruggen and Cancelo for Van Dijk and Costa, which I think works. You got England cover as well. All right. You know what? This is the team I recommend to other people. This is what this is safe. This is safe and sensible. There's some players I'm not personally convinced by. Jorginho would be one of them. Maybe there's some potential to switch out Jorginho and a Gundogan. But I like this team in general. People asking about Van Dijk on penalties. I'm not 100% sure. He could be on penalties. I think Depay could also be on penalties. So Hill says, FFS, that's almost my team. This is the template team. This is like the super safe team that a lot of people are going to have something very, very similar. Lightning says, don't be safe, try to win. I agree. For me, I'll try and win. I'll try and win, but I'm totally honest with you guys. I just can't recommend you guys pick the same players as me necessarily. I think my style of management is a little too risky, and it's and you know what? Another thing, and this is another big thing about my personal team, is it requires a lot of management. It requires a lot of thinking and a lot of micromanagement throughout the match day, and a lot of thinking. And I know a lot of people are not going to be prepared to do that. So I think that there is a difference. And also, I'm going to be micromanaging my team behind the scenes. I can't share with you every single update. And even if I did share every single update, you wouldn't catch everything in time. A lot of decisions will be made last minute, for example, and posted on social media because I won't be able to make videos for everything. So, yeah, I think, honestly, if I'm recommending you guys a team, it would be the team from the video this morning, or maybe something more similar to this, which I like. If you want to mix up this team a little bit with your own differentials, then go for it, man. Go for it. I'm not going to put any differentials in this team, though, because I want to create more of a base team for you guys to use. Because, yeah. Because I know a lot of people out there, like, they'll just be like, Dan, I don't want to think. Give me a team to use. And there's a big difference between my team and a team I would actually recommend for you guys to go ahead and use. There is a difference there. So, yeah. Andre Oliveira says, I think Cancelo is more safe. He is, but he's not like 100% safe, is he? I don't think he's been playing particularly well either when I've watched him recently. I think there's every chance that we could see, like, Dallo and Mendes play one of the games. I'm not sure. Or we could see some early substitutions, things like that. With someone like Van Dijk and Costa, I think it's a safer combo. And you can afford it as well. I'm really struggling to recommend Jorginho, though. Can we swap him out? Can we put Højbjerg in there? Maybe put Højbjerg in there. Or see, this is now we are getting into differential territory. Højbjerg for 5.5 I like, and I also like Seren for Slovenia. Plays against Denmark though. If you want someone for the first 2 match days for Denmark and then against Serbia, could be an interesting pick. I do like the look of him more so than I like Jorginho. Better numbers. Should we go Seren? How about a Spain player, Dan? If you've got to go for a Spain player, honestly, I don't know who you'd go for. Like, I'm totally honest with you guys, I don't really fancy any Spain players in Matchday 1. If I had to pick a Spain player, where would I even go? Rodri is okay. Grimaldo is okay, but carries some risk. Some rotation risk. Croatia are a really solid team. They really, really are. Yamal is nice, but he's not better than Mbappe, Kane, Lukaku, Ronaldo, Kai Havertz. He's not better than any of them. Pedri, I kind of like. Pedri, I could be tempted by Pedri. If I had to pick a Spain player, you know, we'd maybe swap out like Gundogan for Pedri. Gives a little bit more balance. Should we do that for this team? To give you guys a little bit more balance for the recommended team? I like Gundogan for penalties though. I do think Gundogan is maybe a better Euro fantasy asset than Pedri. The other thing is Pedri, like, second game is against Italy. So it's not just that Spain have a tough opening fixture, they have a tough opening 2 fixtures. So I'm not super keen by it on going for Spain attackers in Matchday 1 and 2. Matchday 3, let's go crazy. Let's go crazy on Spain. But low-key not massively feeling it, to be totally honest with you guys. I mean, what do you think? Well, you guys have any strong opinions on Spain and Spanish players? Nacho says Gay starts. Yeah, man. Yeah. Arsenal? England don't really have too many options by ways of centre-backs at the moment, which is another reason why my own personal team, I am choosing to ignore some defenders. By the way, guys, we have flown up in subscribers during this stream. We are 103 subscribers away from 199,000 subscribers. Can we get 103 more of you guys? Can I convince 103 more of you guys to click the subscribe button? It's free. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you anything. And you might enjoy it. You might enjoy it. Allows you to chat in the chat as well. If you've not put a message in the live chat yet, just click the sub button. You can start messaging. Just drop my ring. Where on earth did that go? Well, that's annoying. That is annoying. You know what, guys? You know what I bought today? Well, I didn't buy it today, actually. My wife bought this for me today, actually. I'm going to claim this for myself. I can't. Yes. Yes. We're on the sticker hype. We're on this. We're on the sticker hype. Not sponsored, by the way. My wife just bought it for me as a lovely gift when she was at the shop today. I thought it was very, very kind. So I was going to open these on stream today, but I don't really think we've got time. Have we got time? Can we open this? Can we open the sticker book? Or is that for another day? Should we do that another day? Anyway, right. Another tweet from FPL Olympian, apparently. All right, let's see. Actually, let me just log on real quick to my Twitter account because I actually signed out for some reason. Don't know why I did that. Hold on. I know you guys can't see anything. I want to do two-step verification. I mean, it's a good thing. I've secured all of my accounts, which is a great thing, but we're wasting precious time here. We're wasting precious time. Right, FPL Olympian. Throw it on screen as well. Okay. Mbappe trained normally with the group this evening, according to Fabian Hawkins. All right, well, that's Mbappe locked in then. Oh, I guess it's this tweet here, right? Let's translate the post. And let's do it in a French accent as well, because, you know, we've got to give respect. This tweet was originally in French. So, Kylian Mbappe trained normally this evening. Aurélien Tchouameni was still apart. Kingsley Coman did the session with the physical trainer who, affected by I can't even say that in an English accent. Nasopharyngitis. So there you go. Kylian Mbappe trained normally this evening. In a French accent for you guys. So don't say I don't treat you. Don't say I don't treat you. Because I do. Because I do. So yeah, he's going nowhere. He's going nowhere. You gotta have him. There we go. You guys enjoy that one? Yeah. Dub accent. It was a dub accent, wasn't it? You've just caused an international incident for that one, buddy. What incident? I'm respecting the French. Respecting the French by acknowledging their accent. Frank says French people are going to beat you to death with baguettes for that accent. Well, they'll have to cross the English Channel first. That's what I'll say. People asking for best captain option. The best day one captain option is Mittelstadt. I think, do we need to go through the rules real quick? Do we need a refresher? I think we maybe need a refresher. Did I just delete the team? No, I didn't. Okay. Read the rules. What? No, where's the full rules page? Oh, here we go. Right. That can go off my screen. So, let's find the captain section, because I think we need a refresher on how captains work. Because a few people are asking who's the best captain. Well, the answer is you need 5 best captains, 1 for each day of the week. So, I'm just going to read this out, just in case you guys are not necessarily watching the stream, but maybe just tuning in. Maybe you're playing some FC24. Maybe you are driving. Don't watch this stream and drive. Listen to this stream and drive, by all means. Maybe you're doing a workout or something. I don't know. If you are available to access your device at the moment, let me know if you are doing anything whilst listening to this stream. Let me know what you're doing. Kind of curious. Unless you're driving, please do not type in the chat if you're driving. I repeat, do not type in the chat if you're driving. Right. Reading this out. Okay. Selecting a captain in Euro 2024 Fantasy. Every time you save your team, you'll need to pick a captain for your starting 11. That player's points will be doubled for that match day. If your captain doesn't score as highly as you'd like, you'll have the opportunity to switch to another player who is in action on a later day within that match day. This gives you the chance to double your score of a different player who you think will do better. So, to clarify on that one, say for example, you captained a player from England. You captain Harry Kane from England. If Harry Kane only scores 1 or 2 points, you're not very happy with that, well, you can basically cancel the captaincy on Harry Kane and move it to someone else, as long as that player plays on a later date. So you will be locked out of everyone who has already played. You will be locked out of everyone who is playing on the same day as Harry Kane, even if they play later on in the same day. But you could pick a captain from France or Belgium, because they play on Monday the 17th. You could pick a captain from Portugal. You could pick a Fernandes or a Ronaldo. That would work as well, because they would not have played yet and they play on a later day. Do bear in mind, one note on this one, guys, is that if you want to change your captain, you need to do it before the first game on the day in which your new captain plays. So, for example, if on Monday you want to move your captain to Mbappe for France, France play as the last game of the day. You need to make sure you have made that captain switch before any games have started on that day. Just be aware of that one. Let's continue reading through here anyway. Hopefully that makes sense so far. If there's any questions, of course, guys, please do leave them in the chat. However, bear in mind that if you aren't happy with your new captain score, you won't be able to change back. So once you switch your captain, you can't change the back, because remember, changing back would involve moving your captain to someone who has already played. You cannot change your captain to someone who has already played. And you can't ever select a captain who's already played in the match day. There we go. If your captain doesn't play on a particular match day and you haven't made any manual changes during that match day, your captain will be automatically subbed out. However, his replacement won't get the captain's double points. So make sure you are on it and manually changing these things. If your captain doesn't play in a match day where you've made other subs, your captain won't be subbed out, and none of your players will score double for that match day. There we go. There we go. The harsh realities. The harsh realities of the situation. So yeah, that's how the captain's rule works. That's how the captain rule works. So yeah, basically, in summary, to actually put this into practical use, what you want to do is you want to captain someone from the first day of the match day. The first day is today, Germany versus Scotland. So you want to captain a player from Germany or Scotland. Mittelstadt, Wirtz, McTominay, Havertz, Gundogan, Musiala, Kroos, whoever you've got, whoever your favourite is out of all of the Germany and Scotland players that you have in your Euro Fantasy team, captain them. Boom, done. And if it doesn't work out, before Hungary play Switzerland tomorrow, sorry, I'm allergic to bad captaincy decisions. Before Hungary play Switzerland on Saturday, tomorrow, you need to switch your captain again if you are disappointed with your captain score. If you are happy with your Germany or Scotland captain score, don't do anything. Leave it as it is. If you are unhappy with it, change it to the next player. Change it to a Saturday player. And if you're unhappy with their score, change it to a Sunday player. Change it to an England player, probably, or a Netherlands player. If you're unhappy with their score, still change it to a France player, most likely. Or Belgium? Did I already say France and Belgium? I don't know. And if you're unhappy with that, all of that, you are on your last legs, and you switch to a Portugal player on Tuesday the 18th, and that will be your last switch. It'll be a Fernandes or a Ronaldo, most likely. Maybe a Cancelo. I don't know. It depends who you have. And if you're unhappy with your Portugal player's captain score, too bad. You're stuck, because you can't go back. Once you committed, you can't go back. Kind of like marriage. You can marry someone in the future, but you don't go back. You can't go back to your ex-wife. Guys, That is a piece of life advice as an analogy. Not that I have any experience with this kind of thing, having only been married once, and still am, very happily. But, relationship advice. That's one I definitely can give. Guys, do not go back to your ex. You can't go back to your ex. Move forward. Pick a new partner for the future. I've lost my mind. Okay, I did want to see what you guys were up to at the same time as watching this stream. Is anyone doing anything interesting? Let's have a look. A few people are driving, apparently. Hopefully you're in the passenger seat on the street. Andy is watching this with his PA, personal assistant, personal acrobatics teacher. I don't know. Jeremy's doing his job. Online lessons and training. Aaron's playing Football Manager. Sick, guys. Sick. Well, thanks for tuning in whilst you're doing so. Right. I need to answer some super chats, and then I think we'll do a refresher on the substitution rules. And I think we'll be good there. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be in a good position by that point. Zikbar is working out. Nice. Daffyd is drinking beer. Well, come on. It's celebration day. First day. Come on. That product is cooking dinner. Liam is plastering. You guys are up to some random things. I swear. Anyway, WBA Durag says, with Trent, Teo, Frimpong, Dumfries, Mella all being risked, who is the safest good defender for 5.5? I mean, there's not really too much in terms of safe defenders for 5.5. So you can either take a risk, or you can go a little safer, I guess. With a 4.5, you know, like a safer on a 4.5 or a 5. You go Van Dijk for 6. He's pretty safe, but it's difficult. Yeah, don't know, WBA Durag. You are right in saying that there is no safe 5.5, which kind of, you know, if at that kind of price, do you really want to be taking the risk? Not keen. Anyway, Mohammed says thoughts on Modric. Would not be looking to pick him match day 1 against Spain, but match day 2 could be an interesting pick indeed. Definitely worth thinking about in match day 2. Dawn ST, DWN ST, said about 15 minutes ago, hi Dan, Verts and Kane or Ronaldo and Foden/Saka? I think Verts and Kane is the safer of the two options there. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. I'm going to say Verts and Kane. Cool. Paolo says, Dan, Italy probable lineup put out on Sky Italia. All right. Is it on here? Or is it on, like, an article? Where am I looking? This might be the one I saw earlier, to be fair. If you can be more specific of where I can find it, I'll go ahead and look it up. Anyway, quick refresher on the substitution rules. We're getting close to getting the lineups, by the way, guys. So make sure you get yourselves locked in reasonably soon. Right, subs. Between match days, you can make as many subs within your squad as you like. After all matches on a single day have finished and before the next matches within that match day kick off, you can. So again, right, just to recap. So, again, you need to make your substitutions before the first day of the match day kicks off. The first game. So if you want to make substitutions for players on the 17th, maybe you've got some Belgian players on your bench. If you want to sub some Belgian players on, you need to do it before Romania versus Ukraine. You got to do it before. Can't wait until the game kicks off. The later game kicks off. You got to do it between games, between days. Anyway, you can sub out a maximum of 4 players unless they've been sent off and replace them with any of your subs whose teams are yet to play within the match day. Any players you sub out will score 0 points for that match day. You can also change your captain to another player from your squad whose team are yet to play. Your original captain's double points bonus will be lost, and your new captain score for that match day will be doubled, as we mentioned before. Bear in mind that you can't sub a player into your starting 11 or change to a captain who have already played that match day. Once you confirm your subs or change of captain, those changes cannot be reversed. Once the games on the final day of the match day have kicked off, you can't make changes to your team. Any changes you make will only be applied to the next match day. So any changes after Turkey and Georgia kick off, they don't count. You can't make changes. As soon as Turkey and Georgia kicks off, your team is locked as it is. It's done. You'll need to save your changes before the match day kicks off for them to take effect. If you start adjusting your squad just before the deadline, but save your changes after it's already passed, your changes won't apply to that day's matches. So make sure you click save when you are making changes to your team. Here is a tip. Here is a tip from UEFA themselves. Because you can't make subs mid-match day, try picking a squad with a balance of players in actions over the various days within the match day 2 or more days. I think this has been translated from another language because this doesn't make sense. That way, if your initial players don't perform, you can sub them out for players you think will have a better chance of getting more points. I think basically what it's trying to say is put players on your field that play earlier on in the match day and players who play later on in the match day, put them on your bench to start off with. And it's also kind of suggesting that you make sure you have some players from earlier on in the match day and some players from later on in the match day all in your squad so you can start making those switches. And then there's the automatic subs, which is the same as any other fantasy games you've played and therefore not worth me talking about. I don't think, anyway. Of course, as always, we recommend you guys go check out the rules for yourself if you want clarification. But hopefully that's covered it. Super chats from J Hat. Vidma, Trossard, and Ronaldo, or Cancelo, KDB, and Yamal. For me, it's Vidma, Trossard, and Ronaldo. J Hat. That's what I would go for. And George has said rank Gula, Kalanoglu, Szoboszlai, and Eriksen for match day 1 only. Szoboszlai first. Eriksen second. Çalhanoğlu third, Gula fourth. There we go. There you have it. Oh, the guy has made a good point. If a player receives a red card, you cannot change him. That's a really good point. So that's another rule. So if one of your players, like for example, I don't know, you have Mittelstadt and he gets a red card tonight against Scotland, you can't sub him out anymore. He's stuck in your team. Too bad, too sad. So any players who get a red card are good to go. I'm going to put the Mbappe news on the ticker, I think, just so so everyone is aware. Mbappe has trained as normal. As normal men. Just innocent men. Why remove Ronaldo? Well, I mean, you can't have everyone. I think you got to pick between 5 forwards really, and they're all great. Mbappe, Kane, Lukaku, Ronaldo, and Havertz. I mean, it's tough. You can't have them all. So you guys are gonna have to make that decision for yourself. Sadly, the recommended template forwards are Mbappe, Kane, Lukaku. These are the template 3, the safe 3. If you want to make any variations to that, then yeah, that is going to be on you. DJ Hammer says can you still change captain though if Mittelstadt gets sent off? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure you can. News about Teo Hernandez? Yeah, it's not looking good, Brev. It is not looking good, Brev. Yeah. So he has not been training normally. Let's put that in the thing as well. Teo Hernandez. Where's the accent on Hernandez? maybe there. Actually, let's just look it up. Teo Hernandez. There it is. It's right there. Teo Hernandez might be injured. I'll just put might be injured because I don't want to say anything definitive because ultimately we don't actually know. I'm pretty sure you can change captain from a player who's got red carded. I've not seen anything anything to suggest otherwise. Lineups are out. Lineups are out. Where are we gonna find that? Where are we gonna find that? Is it on the official Euro? Or is it like on the Euro? It'll be on the website, won't it? UEFA. It'll be on UEFA.com. Yeah, touch. Right. And then go to this fixture. Match info. Oh, we can't show this. We can't. Stop doing that. Stop it. No. I can't. I'm going to get my stream struck down. Squad lists. Here we go. No, that's not it. What? Okay, where am I finding this then? If anyone, I swear, if anyone says like Sofa Score or Live Score or something like that, or BBC, and link me to somewhere where it's predicted lineups, like that happened all the FPL season. Everyone was saying, yeah, the lineups are out. I just go to the page where they say that the lineups are out, and it's just like a predicted lineup every time. Yeah, but Live Score always gets it correct. No, they don't. They always get it correct after the official lineups are out. Before that, they just put a guess up on screen. So there we go. Right, Germany Twitter. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, everyone who have commented that the Germany lineup is out. Oh, wait, what's their... Oh, is it just this? DFB team? Okay. Is this the same as the leaked lineup? I believe it is. So there was a leaked lineup a couple, maybe yesterday, day before, and it was this. So, good news, Mittelstadt owners. We're in business. We are in business. Okay, so let's just read through this. So it'll be Manuel Neuer in goal, right back Kimmich, left back Mittelstadt, centre back Rudiger and Ta. Ta, by the way, 4.5 million defender, looks a bargain. Defensive midfield, Toni Kroos and Robert Andrich. On the left wing will be Florian Wirtz. Right wing will be Jamal Musiala. Central attacking midfielder will be Ilkay Gundogan. And the central striker will be none other than Arsenal legend, hero, and future Premier League winner, Kai Havertz. Come on, you gunners. Come on, you gunners. There we go. Right, nice. Have we got Scotland? I don't think it sounds like we don't have Scotland yet, but we will do within the next couple of minutes. Reggae Tony Yam says, Dan, you have missed one forward. I got 34 goals. You look it up. I missed one forward. What forward have I missed? Who got 34 goals last season? Is it Dovbik? A lot of people look of him. I'm not so keen. Havertz wins the league when he moves to Man City. You thought, huh? You thought. It's not happening. Anyway, Christian says, Dan, Diogo Costa or Pickford. It depends on your rotation with your second goalkeeper. I've got Costa and Lunin as the rotation for this team, which I think is pretty solid. think it will work pretty well. How are we doing for subscribers, by the way? We are 12 subscribers away from 199,000. Can I convince 12 of you? Can I convince 12 of you to subscribe? How can I convince you? What if I do a dance? Or I don't know, a dance, an accent. What can I do? How can I impress you? I mean, I'm your traveling fantasy football clown circus man. Let me know what I can do to convince 12 more people to subscribe, and then we can hit that subscriber milestone today, which will mean only 1,000 more until 200k, which is nuts. Thank you so much, by the way, guys, for all of the support recently. You guys are nuts. You guys are actually nuts. Hamza says, "Does anyone know how good Freuler is?" I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go there. I don't think it's worth it. Roberto Baggio hair. You know what? I'm digging the mullet at the moment. I don't know if you guys are or not. I'm digging it. Transport says, do a Scottish accent. Okie dokie. Well, tonight we've got... This is a terrible accent, by the way. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Tonight, guys, we've got a great fixture against Germany. And hopefully, we're going to bring it home for the Scotsmen. And I think we can. So, everyone, get your bagpipes at the ready. Because we're going to smash Germany into the ground at their own home turf. And I cannot wait. Can't you wait? You know what? That's L accent. I think that's an L accent. I think it was a good effort. We gave it a go. The most important thing is whether it worked. Did it work? It did work. It worked. It worked. Oh, 199,000 subscribers. Let's go. Let's go. All right, nice, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So he also does sound like a Turkish farmer. I don't even know what Turkish farmer sounds like. Right, Scotland. Right, the Scottish team is out. And we've got to have a wee look to see what we got here. What do we got? Give us the news. 34 seconds ago, we got the news. Angus Gunn starting in between the sticks. We've got a defensive Anthony Ralston, Andy Robertson, McTominay dominating the midfield. That's going to be Tierney playing at left centre back by the looks of things. John McGinn, midfield. Callum McGregor, defensive midfield. Che Adams looking to lead the line. Ryan Christie playing advanced. Ryan Christie, by the way, fairly cheap in Euro Fantasy, and he's likely to be on some set pieces. Could be on penalties and free kicks as well. Maybe some corners. I think Christie could be a little hidden gem for this game if Scotland were to score. Jack Hendry in the squad as well, and Ryan Porteous, another centre back there for the Scotsmen. So there we have it, the Scottish lineups in all their glory, looking to take the northern spirit to the Germans. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Probably not, though. And if we're completely honest, Germany are probably going to win. Right, like, really. Like, 2-3-0. Alright, I'm done. No more accents. Casamigos is now doing Nigerian accent. I am like part Nigerian. I'm quarter Nigerian. So I think I would be okay to do it. But I think for some reason, I think it would not go down well if I did. So I'm going to go ahead and not do the Nigerian accent. Even though I think as someone who is, I have one Nigerian grandparent, so I'm like 1/4 Nigerian. I think I would be allowed to do it, but no, not today. But yeah, guys, let's let's get the Germany team back on screen as well. Oh, wait. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? What is it? DFB team. All right. Joe Jitsu says, I will make a big donation if you can do the Shrek accent for a full stream. Yeah. For a full stream? I don't think so. That's too much, man. That's too much, man. I'm not black, though. No, I've never claimed to be black. I'm a mixed race. I'm a mixed raced man. In a mixed race town. And I know people will gatekeep that and say, oh, you're not mixed race. You're not allowed to be mixed race. Your skin's not dark enough. Whatever. I don't care. I don't identify ethnically by what people tell me on the internet. I have the 23andMe results to prove it. 25% Nigerian, and nobody can take that away from me ever. Jack Murray says best 7 million midfielder. I would say Szoboszlai. For me, Szoboszlai. Gundogan pretty good as well. Femi Abbas says Costa and Pickford. Depends on when your other goalkeeper plays in matchday 1 and 2. Scotland team, for those of you asking, it is here and on screen. Should all be fitting on screen right now, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Benji says nice mullet. I'm so glad. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. It's a mixed response. Anarchy says, what do you think of Mudryk? He's like okay. I wouldn't mind going for him. But I'm not. I think he's a little too risky even for me. To be fair. You look like Gundogan? Really? You know what? Right, guys. Has anyone seen Ted Lasso? Because I looked at a picture of Gundogan in his Germany kit the other day, and I thought he looks a bit like Roy Kent. Gundogan looks a bit like... Okay, right, all right. Hear me out, boys. Hear me out. Right. Can we get a big picture of Roy Kent? Oh, come on, man. Right, that's a reasonably big picture. Okay. Roy Kent. Ilkay Gundogan. Roy Kent. Ilkay Gundogan. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? It's there. There is some similarities. The hair, the beard, the kind of the complexion, the build as well. Like that build looks like Roy Kent. I'm glad you guys agree. I'm not bugging here. It do be facts. It do be facts. Whistle. Ed says they are twins. You guys agree with me. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And Ned says Serin or Jorginho. For me, it's Serin, but I know I'm in the minority when I say that. So don't take my my word as gospel on that one. I appreciate it. I can't get everything right. Turkish Roy Kent. That's it. John Long says, which one would Mrs. Mate go for? Roy Kent or Gundogan? I think Roy Kent. I think you should go for Roy Kent. Anyway, JSY Super Chat says Verts and Shaqiri or KDB and Chakvedtadze. Chakvedtadze. These Georgian names, man, they are causing some issues for us Englishmen and our limited vocabularies. JSY, I would say I probably prefer Verts and Shaqiri. But I think that both of your options are decent. They look good. They do look good. Salvatore Russo, that sounds an Italian name, by the way, says, it should be the majority. Jorginho sucks. I don't think he sucks. I just don't know if he is perfect for a fantasy asset. And I think his upside is very low. I think you're looking at a maximum really of 4 points from him. And you do well to even get 4 points from him. Good chance he's not even on penalties. And if he does only score 4 points, you're just going to substitute him off anyway. So why not go for a player who has the potential to go to get a 6, 7, 8 pointer for a similar price? And there is a couple of options. Højbjerg, Serin, and the guy JSY just mentioned, Chak Fatadze, is a 4.5 million Georgian midfielder and has a reasonably good record. Better goal scoring record at international level than Jorginho. And he's only 4.5. So maybe you do that. So yeah, there are some options there, in my opinion, to go outside of Jorginho. But like I say, I know I'm in the minority there. But I don't see it. Marcus says, what about Stanciu? Yeah, Stanciu's 4.5. No, 5.5, right? Let me just double check that. So Stanciu, Romanian attacking midfielder. He is on corners and free kicks. So he's going to have those avenues to get points. And in qualifying, I think he got a few goals. It says right here. Okay, 3 goals during qualifying. So yeah, if you can spend the extra 0.5, I would definitely consider Stanciu. The one problem with Stanciu that I don't like about him is that he plays on the 17th. So he actually plays later in the match day than I would perhaps like. Of course, if you've got Portugal players on your bench, you still will have the opportunity to remove him. But I would prefer my risky players. I prefer them to play slightly earlier in the match day. So for example, like a Serin, he plays on the 16th. So that's probably going to make your starting lineup. And if it doesn't work out, well, that's okay. You have all of the players on the 17th and the 18th to sub on, if needed. Ethan says, hey Dan, is Cancelo and Teo Hernandez injured? I don't think Cancelo's injured. Teo Hernandez is potentially carrying an injury. I don't want to say it with too much chest, but he does look decent. How can we remove Cancelo? I'm not fully convinced by Cancelo's minutes. Not enough that I would spend 6 million. I think if you're gonna go, you can go. If you could go like Van Dijk and Costa, or Verbruggen and Cancelo, I think maybe going Van Dijk and Costa might be my preference. So that's why I've set that up in this team. To be honest, is Van Dijk or Depay on pens for Netherlands? Not sure. Not totally honest. We don't have a clear answer coming from the Netherlands camp. It could be either. So very, very difficult to say. Not sure. I wish I could tell you. Is Widmer a good option? In my opinion, yes. Yes, he is. Gundogan or Wirtz? I think I slightly prefer Wirtz. But that's not to say Roy Kent Gundogan is a bad option. I like them both. Why did I add Gay? Because he's 4.5 million, nailed on to start for England. Very good value for money pick there. I think it's nice. Madmen at Work says, Kvara and Frimpong, thoughts, replacements. I like Kvara. Frimpong is a little risky, but if you're using a chip in Matchday 2, I would be open to it. Only if you're using a chip in Matchday 2. If you're planning on rolling through Matchdays 1 and 2 without the use of any chips, then I don't think I would go for a Frimpong or Dumfries, because they play France in Matchday 2 and they're also rotation risk. Things can go badly there. You have a huge potential for things to go wrong, and not actually, particularly in Matchday 2, there's not actually much potential for things to go right. So it doesn't really seem like the play. Again, just one man's opinion. Shihan says, is this your final team? This is close to the final team I would recommend to you guys. If I had to build a team for you guys to use, it would look something like this. Not exactly like this. And I really do recommend you guys You know, of course, some of you guys are just going to want to copy a team, and that's fine. If you do, then something like this would work well. But I would definitely, if you have a good feeling about certain players, if you feel like you've done a little bit of research, perhaps, or you know, you've been watching the videos and I've mentioned some players and you've kind of thought, hey, that player sounds pretty good. I kind of like the sound of that. I can groove to that tune. Then yeah, potentially you could go for them. And yeah, don't feel like you have to copy a template. Templates are good as a starting point, but I often like taking a template and then mixing it up, throwing my own spice to it. And that's what I would recommend you guys do as well. Because you guys are all going to have your own opinions, your own preferences, how you want to play the game. And you should embrace that. So Hill says, Calhanoglu or Wirtz? Hate having Rodri and Trent. I would go for Wirtz over Calhanoglu. Don't seem to be many punts on this team. No, there is no punts on this team, really. Serin is arguably a punt, but really, if it's Serin or Jorginho, they're equally as punty. Jorginho's just not seen as a punt, but he really, really is. But yeah, no, this is just your safe, blank, basic template as a starting point for you guys. So this is not meant to be a risky team. So there we go. Travis says, who will you captain from Germany today? I'm going to go for Mittelstadt, personally. We mentioned earlier on in the stream that Mittelstadt is a player with nice high upside. So he's definitely someone I'm very interested in for match day 1. I think a clean sheet and a goal, you know, that's something he's done before for Germany. Well, actually, did he get a clean sheet and a goal in the same game? Not sure. But, you know, I can definitely see Mittelstadt potentially getting a goal, grabbing an assist, and getting a clean sheet as well. And if that was to happen, we're looking at 12 points potentially there. Could be really nice. Could be really nice. Could you show us a risky team? I guess so. I could show you a risky team. What? Pure risky players only? You want? Should we do pure risky players only? Or do you want like a team with like a mixture? What do you want to see, guys? Let me know in the chat. Whilst I just clear these. And have a think. League code, by the way, guys. Let's put that on screen so you guys can join. I don't want you guys to miss out on this because I think we're gonna do some prizes from Fan Prints as well. League code. Right, here we go. Euro Fantasy League code for FPL Mate is lowercase hzf, uppercase C, uppercase W, and then lowercase h. You want a mix? You want a mixture? Okay, bet. All right, so okay, what I'll do then is I'll start off with players who I think are non-negotiables in any team, and I will fill in the gaps where the players are kind of like, they're good players, but like not must-haves. We'll put risky players in their place. So it will be straight up Mbappe. In my opinion, it is also Lukaku. And then we'll go for a risky Ronaldo rather than Kane. Then in midfield, Fernandes is non-negotiable. I think he's probably the only non-negotiable midfielder for me. And then in defense, the non-negotiables are Mittelstadt, DeMarco, and maybe Wout-Face. Maybe. And we'll leave him out for now. So, okay, let's fill in some gaps. There is lots of really interesting punts for midfield. So we're going to go through them. Bellingham is not against like the top managers, like the pro managers. Bellingham will be differential. He will be risky. He will be different from the pack. But I think in the overall player base, Bellingham will be pretty popular. So maybe we strike a balance here and go for Foden rather than Bellingham or Saka. So we'll go for Foden. We'll go for Trossard. We are going to run out of money here, so we might actually have to remove Foden, to be fair. If we have to remove Foden, we will. We'll go find another risky-ish player who looks good. I like the look of Shaqiri. I like for a risky player. Where's Kvara? All right, we'll go Kvara as well. We're going to be out of money pretty soon, so let's see how we get on here. Vitor with the super chat says, "Hey Dan, keep up the good work. Lukaku, Mbappe, Havertz, KDB, Bellingham, Jorginho, Rodri, Tar, middle stat, DeMarco, Lunin, bench. You giving me a whole team? That's fine. Team looks strong, my friend. Team looks strong. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how you can afford all these. Oh, you can afford them because you've got Havertz rather than Ronaldo or Kane. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay, so let's see some kind of risky defenders, high risk, high reward defenders. I think Cancelo fits that category, as does Frimpong. Let's throw in Frimpong because he's a little cheaper. I would go... Grimaldo is like a risky player as well. We are going to be way over budget here, but let's just see how we go. And Kuiper, if I can find him, is a risky defender as well. Yeah, we're going to be a little short on budget. I think Foden's going to have to be sacrificed. Goalkeepers, we'll pick one sensible and one non-sensible. So since we don't have any England defensive coverage, let's go sensible with Pickford. And then we just need to find a goalkeeper who pairs with him. So we need to find a goalkeeper who doesn't play on the 16th and doesn't play on the 20th. So Lunin plays on the 17th and the 21st. He works. We are 3 million over budget though. So Foden is going to have to come out. We need to find a cheapie in midfield. 6 million or less. Price. Only showed affordable players. So Jorginho, not a fan of. Not really a fan of many of these players, to be fair. Højbjerg I like, actually. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I like, Højbjerg is a nice, risky player as well. All right. So, if you want to make a risky team, something like that works for me as a risky team. There's maybe a little bit too much risk in there. Costa, yeah, Costa would work as well. We don't have any Portugal players in there. Goulart 6 million in last. I'm not as big on Goulart as maybe some other people are, to be honest. Xhaka, I'm not keen on. Johnny suggested the hang on. The Netherlands midfielder. Baby Reindeers. Anyone fancy Baby Reindeers? I don't know. I'm not massively keen on that pick, to be honest. No Baby Reindeers for my team, personally. But I appreciate the thinking outside the box. Trent, yeah, Trent's another good pick for a risk. Okay, so if you didn't want to go Frimpong, you could go instead Trent and Costa instead, and do something like that. And that's a nice, like, kind of risky team. Yeah, I like that for a risky team. But of course, yeah, if you want to go Dumfries, you want to go Frimpong, yeah. That's the fire you can play with if you want to play with it. Goulart will rock the world, man. Don't hesitate. Turkish by any chance? No, I have no doubt he's a great player, but I don't have that. I haven't seen enough evidence at international level that he truly will cook. Enes says, Turkish here, Arda Güler is risky. If Kaveshi overcomes his injury, he will play instead on match day 2. Well, yeah, that's another thing. Güler has never been nailed on in this Turkish team. He's always kind of been in and out the squad. So that's another risk you do take. Some people are saying, by the way, that there might be some problems with the app. Can anyone confirm that? It seems to be working fine for me. Servers are all looking good. Yeah, I'm blessed. One thing that is cool is that it shows if a player is starting or not on the app. Check now, guys. All of your Germany and Scotland players should have a little icon with a white circle with a green like football shirt kind of thing on it, which shows the player is starting. If they don't have that, then you might be in trouble. Vitor says, I'm Portuguese, but still unsure if Ronaldo will manage to keep it up. Hope I'm wrong. I definitely appreciate that. There's a good chance. I just think Portugal are just so good right now. The app and browser on Microsoft Edge aren't working for me. You got any browsers? Chrome? Or on your mobile? Shows on the website as well. Who's best to captain? I think Middlestat or Wirtz or Havertz. One of the Wirtzes. Pick a Wirtz, any Wirtz. Choose your favourite Wirtz or stat. Is Frimpong starting? Man, are we? I don't know. Frimpong starting now. We're talking days ahead with that one. It's risky. We don't have any news on that, unfortunately. Jeremy says mine works on Chrome, but it's laggy. I'm having no problems on my mobile. I'm gonna take the risky team off screen, by the way, guys, because I don't want to inadvertently encourage people to take risks that that I wouldn't take myself. To be fair, it is quite bold. But there we go. Sohail says English or Spanish. Me, I am English. I'm just wearing a Spanish football shirt. Yeah. I'm not a traitor to England. I just collect football shirts, and I have a Spain one. I thought, hey, Euros kicking off. Spain's a European team. I don't have a Germany one. If I had a Germany one or a Scotland one, I'd wear that, but I don't have one. Maybe I should. Should grab one. Luke says, are you sure on your final lineup now, or are you thinking of making any last-minute changes? I don't know. I don't think there's any such thing as a locked-in team. I truly believe that any team can change all the way up until deadline. Nothing's locked in until deadline. We'll see. I'm content with my team though. I'm happy. I think. One debate is just Kane versus Ronaldo. I think the advantage of going for Ronaldo is that you can upgrade Rodri at 6.5, who I've really gone off as a pick. Really gone off Rodri. I think he's a bit of a Jorginho pick. We're just hoping for a penalty. And then hoping your player will take the penalty. more so with Rodri. Until the server crashes. Actually, yeah, that's a better point. No team is locked in until the server crashes. Then your team is locked in because you can't change it anymore. Ricky says, how many times are you going to keep changing it? I don't know, man. Like, come on, this is my team. It's not your team, it's mine. I'll change it. I know some people won't like this, but I mean, come on, man. I'm playing Euro Fantasy the same as you guys. I'm sometimes I have decisions to make. You know, I try and give the best advice I can and give all of the facts and all of the stats and, you know, give my opinion on various players. But ultimately, you know, I'm going through the same stuff you guys are, like trying to figure out which players work best together, which combos I like, which strategy I want to take for fantasy. You know, I'm thinking about all this stuff too. So I don't have all the answers, unfortunately, and it's difficult to lock in a team. And you know what? Last couple of weeks have been a huge learning experience for me. It's been great fun. So many new players I'm learning about, players I knew a little bit about, learning more about them and how they play for their national teams. A lot of stuff I didn't know before that I've just kind of built up in knowledge over the last 2 weeks, which has been really good. And as such, some of the picks I would have made 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't necessarily pick now. Aaron's in the chat. Aaron, I forgot you were a member. Aaron says, you coming round or what? This beer won't drink itself. Are you providing the beer, Aaron? I thought I had to bring my own. Yes, I am. We're gonna end the stream in a few minutes, and then I'm coming over and we're gonna watch the game. Before anyone here starts, I know some people in this chat are gonna be like, Dan, do a watch along. Come on. We might do a watch along for another one of the match days. We might do another watch along, but not this one. I don't think we'll do this one. Well, I know we won't do this one because I'm going out. Like, come on, guys. I gotta. And honestly, I swear that this last week has been crazy busy pumping out content. I'm looking forward to just sitting back and enjoying some football, you know. But inevitably, we will be back. Probably Monday with more video stuff. But I'm gonna take a couple of days to chill out. We'll chat over on Twitter and stuff. But anyway, who's the Turkey goalkeeper? We don't know, unfortunately. We do not know. What are your thoughts on Saka, or would you even consider Szoboszlai or Shaqiri over him? I'm not actually super convinced by Saka. You are a sock says you're not watching that game. Yeah, I am, but I'm not watching it live on stream. Germany captain, Mittelstadt or Havertz? I would say Mittelstadt and Havertz are my two favourites, followed by Wirtz. From a tactical standpoint of tactically playing Euro Fantasy. Dan's score prediction for today. I think it's going to be 3-0 to Germany. If I'm totally honest. Yeah, I think Scotland might get cooked. Sadly. Got to try and be honest here. 2 or 3-0 would be my prediction. And then hopefully you can hit the right players with the attacking returns. Like if it's 2 or 3-0 and Mittelstadt gets a clean sheet and one of the attacking returns, an assist or a goal, cooking. What are your thoughts on Upamecano? Not convinced by his minutes necessarily. It could be okay. I don't know why the manager sticks with him, to be fair. Like, Saliba is right there. Lukaku or CR7? I think I prefer Lukaku. Has Fratesi as a pick? Not super keen myself, but some people like them. Vapor says, just double checking, can we make transfers mid-match day? No, you cannot. It's not the same as World Cup Fantasy. Any news on Teo? Teo Hernandez it's not looking good, Brev. Just be aware that he could be unavailable for this match day. But guys, I think we're gonna lock it in there. Because yeah, like I say, I'm gonna go out and watch the game, and I need a break. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I need a break. I really do. I really do hope you have been appreciating and enjoying the Euro Fantasy content over the past 2 weeks. Really, we've been going at it ham. There's been a lot of research going on behind the scenes to bring you these videos, and yeah, hopefully we've you've learned something. I have learned so much, and hopefully I've been able to share that knowledge with you guys a little bit. And yeah, massive thank you for all of the support. There's been loads of new viewers, new subscribers, lots of people leaving comments, leaving nice comments. You guys leaving nice comments as well. Massively appreciate you guys. I really do. And yeah, this is why I do what I do is you guys and all that. So yeah, massive thank you for everyone supporting this content, because Euro Fantasy, not for everyone. A lot of people just want the FPL stuff, but there's clearly a market, and you guys have been sick over the last couple of weeks. But aside from that, good luck. Good luck in match day 1. I will be taking you through it on Twitter and Instagram, most likely. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you can do so by following at FPL Mate on either platform. I'm just going to throw on screen very quickly here, guys, the league code. This is also on my Twitter page. I'm going to pin that to my Twitter page, actually. So if you go to my Twitter page, you want to join the mini league, there is going to be prizes. Go ahead and join that one. It would be good to have some of you guys involved. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the football. I am gassed to get started. And yeah, let's go get it, guys. Euro Fantasy. Let's go. Excited. See you over on social media, guys, and I'll see you later, mates. Bye-bye.